scarlet blaze, severing the past. After a furious march, Edelgard's army restores a measure of peace to the imperiled lands of Hrim, only to learn of a revolt at Fort Mercedez, staged by the deposed Duke Aegir. The disturbance in Hrim was but a feint to give those who slither in the dark time to capture Mercedez, and eventually the capital of Enbar. But Edelgard moves to thwart them.
Have you heard, Duke Aegir? Viscount Menya has hastened from afar to join your cause. Our houses, Fenja and Menya, share a distant blood ancestor. And now we stand together again to save the Empire from her plight.
Hastened from afar with what? That miserable smattering of soldiers? From what I hear, Menya's heir is a rabid supporter of the Emperor. Are you certain the father is not being foisted on us just to get him out of the picture?
Absolutely not. And besides, all of House Fenja is united behind you. If we appeal to the other lords jointly, I'm certain a multitude of troops will flock to Fort Mercedez.
I should hope so. I've no idea why they'd side with that pathetic excuse for an emperor. Only I, Ludwig von Aegir, can restore Adrestia to its former glory.
About those mages, they say they want to, alter the fort's defenses?
Fine, fine. Let them do as they wish. So long as we're outnumbered, we must embrace creative solutions. Edelgard will strike the moment we give any indication we're after the capital. We'll lure her troops inside, then dispose of them all at once. It will be an easy victory.
I always knew you were a brilliant tactician. They will never see it coming. Now, if we might discuss key posts in your future administration.
I can only hope Her Majesty is weak and foolish enough to be so ensnared. It was never my intent to divide the Empire in war. That's not what I wanted. If she'd said one word, indicating there might be a place for me, none of this would have been necessary. Enough. I must purge my mind of such thoughts. I must win. I must prevail over her. And if I cannot, you must be the one to cut me down, Ferdinand.
Edelgard, do you have a moment?
Of course, Ferdinand, but please keep it short.
It is about my father. My pleas for a fair trial cost you time and delayed his sentencing. It also gave the Knights of Seiros an opening to conduct their raid, which provided him ample opportunity to stage an escape. I am to blame for all that has transpired.
Let me hurry you along to the point, if I may. What are you going to do about it? Or, more likely, what do you want me to do about it?
Put me in the field when we retake Fort Mercedez, and permit me to rectify my own mistake. Will you allow me that?
I was wondering when you'd ask. Don't worry, I've already made the arrangements. But you mustn't do anything reckless. You will stick to the battle plan, and that is a direct order.
Ah, Edelgard. You are the very picture of reason. The very epitome of wise stewardship.
Enough. You can gush over me after the battle if you still feel the urge. We've no idea how things will go after all, and you may be in a very different mood.
True. All the same, I am grateful. Thank you.
You can come out, Hubert. I know you're listening.
I came to give you the latest report, Your Majesty, but decided to wait until this other business reached its conclusion.
Then you know what must be done. Make sure he's given protection.
Oh, I will if I find the time. You do keep me quite busy.
You've found a way to take care of them?
I can assure you, those Cretans will rue ever setting foot in Her Majesty's fortress. They wanted thick walls, and we will give them the thickest ones a coffin can provide.
This is our chance to decimate the forces of those who slither in the dark.
I have an idea.
What do you... Hey, so he...
I have the most... Naturally, this task falls to me.
Shall we? Good news. We've dislodged another foothold those who slither in the dark held in Empire territory.
Good news. That's great. So, that soldier was one of theirs after all, huh?
He was. It's uncanny how you managed to identify their agents so precisely. Ordinary spies would be one thing, but these villains are another entirely.
I'd like to say it's just intuition, but there's more to it than that. It's my power. Their magic is almost identical to the one I use, so it's not hard for me to pick up on. I guess we have Hubert to thank for connecting the dots between the two.
How strange that you would hold such an important key. The more I look back, the more I realize... Without you among our ranks, I may never have broken the stranglehold those who slither in the dark exerted on the Empire.
Me? What did I do?
Our hidden foe was deeply entrenched in almost every facet of Adrestian society. The two were almost inseparable, and so I turned a blind eye to the lives that were being lost to their cruel designs, opting instead to focus my energy on preparing for war. But then you came along and helped show me a way to kill two snakes with one stone, as it were. You were the cog that was missing from the turnwheel. The one final push that urged me to act.
Right. Well, I'm not sure I can take credit for that, but I'm glad I could be there for you all the same. Really makes me wonder why you all didn't trust me, though.
Yes, I can see your point. It was my mistake. In any case, I'd like you to know just how pleased I am to have you fighting alongside us. You were a perfect stranger who owed nothing to the Empire. Yet you're still here. That means much.
It wasn't that big a deal. I just needed some gold, and figured if anyone was gonna have the coin to spare, it would be the Empire.
You know, some things are best left unsaid.
Oh, and you were really quick to compliment me back at the Academy. That left an impression for sure. I mean, most nobles don't give us mercs the time of day. You were different.
It's nice to hear you say that.
And hey, I was right about you. I wouldn't be shining half as bright as I am today if I didn't hitch my wagon to yours. Trust me, no regrets here. Anyway, back to it. Victory is so close I can almost smell it. And I'll be right here by your side the rest of the way. No stopping till we've united all of Fodlan.
We will reach the end of this path soon. All of us. Together.
Gah! Why are you always doing that?
A question, if I may. Have you had any further contact with our slithering friends since that day?
Not in the slightest. Why? Do you know something?
Yes, actually. What with the riots in Rim territory, and the former Duke Ayer's attempted rebellion, thanks to that we now have a lead on the insurgents within the Empire, as well as those who slither in the dark. Speaking to the latter, I also tried to determine if they had been attempting to reach you, or otherwise thought you an ally. But at present, it seems neither is the case, regrettably.
You and I have been talking a lot lately, Hubert, about the future of the Empire, promoting commoners. I would have hoped I'd earned your trust by now, but I guess that's not how this thing goes. Not to say I don't get where you're coming from. The Emperor's right-hand man can't afford to let his guard down.
Believe me, it brings me no joy and, in fact, some guilt to doubt you so. But I must be prepared for any eventuality. When needs must, I have made even my greatest enemy feel as though they are a trusted friend. Yet, at times I have also shown extreme suspicion towards those who were, in all manners, undeserving.
Yeah, I get it. Keep your cards close to the chest. Never let them know what you're actually thinking. You really are something, you know that? I'm just glad we're on the same side.
I must admit, I only tell you all this because I do, in fact, consider you deserving of my trust. Even if you were once connected to those who slithered in the dark, that is clear. So believe me when I say, I have the utmost confidence in you.
I'm not sure how much you really mean that, but I'm glad to hear you say it at least. Thanks, Hubert.
How very diplomatic. Just the response I would have expected from you. Enough on that, though. Our problem now is what lurks beneath your mind's veneer.
What do you mean?
I can sense another you, bubbling away behind the one you present to the world. Call it intuition. What really worries me is that you may one day shed this husk you bear now, and become that someone else entirely.
Another me, huh? Well, I appreciate the concern, but even if that someone does exist, I won't let them overtake me. I mean, come on. I'd shove that other me right back where they came from and earn your trust once and for all. Though, just so we're clear, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
Very well. I suppose I will have to take your word. For now. In any case, I hope that as we inscribe Fodlan's new future, we do so with you by our side.
Hey, what's wrong? Something on your mind?
Kinda, yeah. Remember before when we were talking about my mom? The more I think about it, the more I'm realizing she really was a strange person.
What do you mean?
Exactly that. Everything about her was kinda just a mystery. I've spent hours trying to puzzle out how she might have ended up in that remote village, but I keep coming up empty. I mean, someone that smart is rare even in the biggest cities, right? She practically knew everything. Even using magic was a breeze for her.
She may not have talked much about her past, but can you think of anything she mentioned that could give you a clue? Maybe something about the people she knew, or unique things she owned.
If she did, it's not coming to me. She's been gone so long now. So, yeah, nothing really springs to mind. I don't even have any mementos to remember her by.
Then we'll just have to investigate. I'll help.
Investigate? As in, my mom? Where'd that come from?
Well, both of my parents died in an epidemic when me and my siblings were still very young. I still have some hazy memories of them. Food they used to make, that kind of stuff. But that's really all I have. And since they were commoners, there's almost no record of them. All my searches came up empty. I know how much that hurts, so it's not hard for me to sympathize with what you're going through.
Huh.
Really, it's just so I can get my own closure. We don't have to do it if you don't want to.
All right, I'm in. I'd love to learn some more about my mom. Okay then, how are we doing this thing?
The most sensible place to start would be talking to people who knew her.
I doubt anyone in the village really remembers her, though. We weren't exactly the most social family.
Still, someone must have known her. It's impossible to stay completely unnoticed in those small mountain towns. It's entirely feasible one of the villagers can tell us something. Or, what about the village chief?
If anyone's gonna remember her, it's him. But for all I know, he could be dead by now.
Then we'll just have to send a letter and find out. And if we never get a response because no one there can read, well, in that case, we can go ourselves.
Guess it's worth a shot. I feel kinda bad sending a messenger out that far, but we might as well see what happens.
Great. Now come on, let's get started on that letter.
Today day's training was a total mess. My feet are killing me.
We need to stay in peak shape, though. You never know when we might get tossed into a battle.
True. We've got to be ready for anything.
Mercedes? You daydreaming again? I've gotta say, you've been acting all kinds of weird lately.
Have I? I feel perfectly fine, I assure you.
You sure? Back when we had that tea party, you looked so, I don't know, sad.
I suppose I can't hide anything from you. Things like tea parties with dear friends or seeing the trainees work so hard to improve. It reminds me of how things were before the war, if just for a moment.
You mean back at the academy?
Yes. And before that, when I lived with my mother and my little brother. It also reminds me of the time I spent studying with friends at the School of Sorcery in the capital. Things may not have been easy then, but I would give anything to return to those days.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen you get this sentimental about something.
The feeling surprises even me. All my years, I've gone wherever the current of life chose to sweep me. In truth, I used to think nothing ever went precisely how I wanted it to. But looking back now, I realize just how joyous all those moments really were. And yes, I'm aware it isn't good to dwell so heavily on the past, but I can't seem to help myself.
And that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with getting sentimental. Nobody's gonna judge you for reliving one or two good memories every now and then.
Thank you, truly. You're such a kind person.
Still, you shouldn't keep all your emotions bottled up like that. We might not go back to the peace of the old days anytime soon, but we can still have tea parties. I'm always here to listen if you ever need to get something off your chest, Mercedes.
You mean that? I'm so glad to hear it. In that case, why don't we have one right now?
Sure, I don't mind.
Because I used the money Remember how we were talking about all those different kinds of delicious fruit desserts before? Well, I went ahead and whipped some up.
I could never turn down an invitation like that. Can't wait to see what you came up with.
What a wonderful meal.
Hey, you've still got some food left. You don't want it? That Ogma Wolverine meat's super hard to come by, you know.
Oh, I don't really eat meat. You can have it.
Don't mind if I do then. You know, I always feel strangely energized after eating this stuff.
You look so pleased to be eating it.
It's not every day I get to hear you laugh. Did I look funny or something?
No, it's just that the look on your face made me feel happy.
Instead of just watching other people stuff their faces, maybe you'd enjoy trying some yourself?
I am perfectly content just watching.
Huh. Well, anyway, it seems like you've gotten more comfortable eating with me, Marianne.
I have. When you told me not to act like someone I'm not, at first I didn't know what to do with myself. But I still thought I could learn something from you. And as I talked with you more, I just got used to us eating together.
I see. Then why not branch out and eat with other people too? Mealtimes are a great opportunity to make new friends after all. Making conversation and sitting around the dinner table go hand in hand. That's how we ended up friends, right? It might be a good chance to get to... What's wrong?
I'm sorry, it's just... My adoptive father said the same thing to me once.
He did?
He often criticized me because I avoided other people so much. He said that, as the heir to House Edmund, I must be at least somewhat sociable, but he never bothered to understand how difficult it was for me to do that.
But you managed to make friends with me. I'm sure if you keep at it, you'll be able to overcome any difficulties.
Maybe you're right, but I don't think it's a good idea for me to get involved with too many people.
Why?
I only bring misery and misfortune to anyone who gets too close to me.
That's not true at all. Why do you even think that?
It is true. I know it.
Okay, if that's the case, then how is it possible for us to be hanging out right now without any problem?
You're right. I should have been more vigilant and kept some distance between us.
but you're so kind and I just like being around you. I'm sorry. I'll stay as far away from you as I can from now on. I should go.
Hey, wait! Marianne! What am I gonna...
Hey, how's it going? You been getting enough food?
Definitely. I'm eating way better than I was back in my mercenary days.
You didn't eat so good, huh?
I spent most of my time moving from place to place, so I had to manage on my own. I'd just fling whatever I could get my hands on into a pot. Can't say any of it ever tasted too great.
Wow, I'm surprised you could even live like that. And you never stayed at an inn?
Sometimes, if one happened to be nearby and I had a little extra money lining my pockets, but I never really felt like the food there was any better.
Sounds like you were at all the wrong places then. Nothing fun about a bad meal, I always say. That's why I want my inn to be known far and wide for its delicious food. I was actually hoping to do some cooking out here, too, so I could hone my craft. But I don't think it's going so good. You want to know why?
If I had to guess, it's because you think everything tastes good no matter what.
Hey now, I know the difference between regular old grub and the kind of stuff that gets your mouth watering. See, all the meat and fish we've got in the pantry is preserved. When you're not working with the fresh stuff, nothing you make's gonna have people hollering for more.
You think? But there are dishes from all over the world that use ingredients that are on the verge of going bad.
You sure that isn't because they don't have a choice?
I'm no expert, but I've heard it can make a nice cut of meat even more savory, depending on how you prep it.
Huh. Maybe we can learn some more if we ask someone who's from one of those places.
Not to mention, there are other ways of preserving food, too.
You mean, besides dumping salt on everything?
I'm sure you know about smoking your food, right? Things will keep for even longer if you do that after you cure them.
Yeah, but I heard that makes meat all smoky and gross. Kinda defeats the point if you ask me.
I think it depends on how you do it, and what kind of wood you use. Apparently, it's really good if you do it right.
Wow, you sure know a lot about this stuff.
My mercenary days showed me more about the world than I could have ever imagined. I only really remember bits and pieces, though.
Come on, don't be so modest. I can't wait to get back in the kitchen with these new ideas you gave me. Hey, speaking of ideas, you want to help me think up some recipes with the stuff we've got here?
I'm not so sure me and cooking mix, but yeah, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
That's the spirit. I know we'll come up with some feast-worthy food if we just put our heads together.
Aha. Looks like he's at it again. How's the book, Ignatz?
Ah! Could you please not surprise me like that?
Sorry. So, you got more books, huh? They look expensive.
They were tucked away in my family's storeroom. I had my brother send them to me. We're a merchant family. All the books here are technically meant to be for sale, but they've gone unsold for years now, so he sent them, without telling my father.
Your brother sounds like a nice guy. Are you two close?
We weren't when we were younger, but I guess we are now. We do write to each other a lot, and he listens to even my strangest requests. That's why I tend to go to him for everything. Wonder if he feels sorry for me since I became a knight for our family's benefit.
So, you didn't really want to do it then?
Well, no, that's not... I did it because I wanted to help them. Now that I'm a knight for House Gloucester, I've been able to make a lot more connections with the nobility. If I use that to help my family's business, then I'm perfectly happy with where I am.
If you say so. What kind of books did you borrow?
A bunch of travel journals and collections of letters from far-off places. No matter how painful life may be, it all fades away when I read these books and imagine myself traveling.
Wait, did you just say painful? I knew you weren't happy. What you really want to do is travel around and paint all the scenery you like, don't you?
What? How do you know that?
You're not exactly hiding it. You've got books on painting techniques, preparing pigments, and all that kind of stuff right here.
Yes. The truth is, I love painting. I know the world holds all these wondrous sights that I can't even begin to imagine. If only I could see them for myself and capture them on canvas. I used to dream of doing that. But things are different now, you know? I don't regret becoming a knight. And I didn't do it just for my family's sake. I want to do my part to shape Fodlan's future. It's my responsibility as much as anyone else's. That conviction has only grown with every battle. Ah, that must have sounded so arrogant. I'm sorry. I'm embarrassing myself.
All right. If you're gonna make it that clear you don't regret your choice, then I'll stop pestering you. But this war is gonna end one day. Why not keep your dreams alive for when it does?
Maybe I will.
Where am I? Good to see you up and about, Lysitea. How are you feeling? Mercedes? Why are you... What am I doing here? You don't remember? You collapsed during training, so I carried you here. Professor Manuela said you were sleep-deprived. You were out for almost half the day, I think.
I slept for that long? No! I have to catch up on everything I missed!
I understand your impatience, but you're still quite pale. Why not stay here and rest a while longer?
Thanks for the concern, but I've rested enough.
That's a shame. I suppose I'll just have to throw out these cookies I baked for you.
Cookies?
Yes. I thought we might share them when you woke up.
Well, I suppose since you worked so hard on them... Wait, are you taking advantage of my love of sugar?
I only wanted to enjoy some tea and your company. There, see? I was thinking of rainbows when I baked them.
So colorful. How did you get them to look like this?
Oh, just a few special ingredients. It wasn't so difficult.
Now I'm even more curious.
Please try one. I'm certain you'll like it.
Okay, here I go. It's like snow. It just melts in my mouth and leaves the most wonderful aftertaste. This is honestly one of the most amazing things I've ever tasted in my life.
I'm glad you like them. Oh, and there are plenty more, so don't be shy.
Sure, but more importantly... Actually, wait. I need to eat another one first. Okay, you have to teach me how to make these.
Of course. But let's just enjoy the ones we have here first, yes?
No, you have to teach me...
Oh, I think the tea is ready. Please excuse me for a second.
No! Stop! Can't believe I got so worked up just now. But I really need to know how to make these.
Hey there, Shamir. What's a gal like you doing in a place like this?
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Nothing in particular. Just had some time to kill. Thought it'd be nice to chat.
Shouldn't you and Caspar be off punching things?
That sounds nice and all, but I've had my eye on you for a while.
Try anything funny, and you'll regret it.
Whoa, take it easy, pal. I didn't mean it like that. I was just thinking the two of us have got a lot in common, yeah?
Nothing comes to mind.
Hey now, let's not be too hasty. Take gambling, for instance. I happen to know you like a little game of chance, and I fancy a wager myself every now and again.
You can't call it gambling if all you do is lose.
Sure, I've probably lost more than I've made, but hey, that's part of the fun, right?
Keep telling yourself that.
What about booze? From what I understand, you're quite the drinker.
But unlike you, I can actually hold my liquor.
Hey, that was one time. Nobody drinks Balthus under the table. Not unless I've lost a bet.
You must lose often. I've seen you stumbling around here quite a bit.
All right, so gambling and booze are out. What about fighting? The battlefield is where we both come alive, yeah?
My fighting style is nothing like yours.
I can't argue with that. I like to get in real close and crack some skulls. Well, you prefer to pick off enemies from a safe distance. But even if our methods are different, the end result is the same. It's kill or be killed out there.
Huh. So you do see how we're different.
Give me some credit, will ya? I might not be the best drinker or gambler, but I am the desirable king of grappling. I can tell you're not looking for your fights to be a bloodbath, unlike yours truly.
Because I don't like dying. I prefer to be the one doing the killing. That's why I use a bow. The only one who bleeds is the enemy. Aren't you forgetting something? After gambling and booze, you're supposed to ask me about women. Though I doubt our tastes are similar.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Hey, Shamir! Where are you going? Huh. Wonder what that was about.
Let's earn our keep. Stay safe. A life is the only thing we can't replace.
I hope I can be of some use.
Starting the mission. Is that an old...
Shall we? Let's give it a shot. Please, excuse me.
Out of the way!
We'll have to take things from here.
Time to get going. This place won't be a problem anymore. Enemy down.
I think I would learn something from you.
I think that worked.
This is just the beginning.
I really believe we can overcome any difficulty.
Well, couldn't hurt. Retreat!
What's next?
Has finally come!
Hope you're ready! On to the next one.
I think I would learn something from you.
Don't mind if I do. The stronghold's ours.
Remain vigilant.
I won't let my... Hey, a new power! All right!
This is part of...
Our scouts have returned from Fort Mercedez. There's less movement than we anticipated. That likely means the former Duke Aegir wants us to attack the fortress to make up for his disadvantage in troop strength.
The numbers don't lie. One needs 3 times the forces of their enemy to claim a castle in a siege, although that's if you attempt to take it head on.
So, do we have a plan or what? I mean, Fort Mercedez is basically impenetrable. Actually, this one time we came home well after curfew and had to try and sneak back in. Turns out there was no way in. The guards mistook us for bandits, and Father shouted at us until he lost his voice. Good times.
The good news is that we have learned of a passage into the fort which has been kept secret since its construction. The bad news is that Aegir likely also learned of the passage when he was Prime Minister. Unless his reason has completely taken flight, the man will take some sort of measures to defend it.
The fortress is huge in size. We should organize small teams and be attacking from many points. If we achieve success, we can open the gates from the inside and be giving the enemy a surprise.
It only serves other regions if the Empire starts shedding Empire blood. We should find a resolution that minimizes casualties on both sides.
Is this the part where I chime in?
Because, if you want to coax someone out of hiding, breaking down the door is the wrong way to go about it. That'll only push them further into their shells, so I think we should try talking to them instead.
Is it just me, or is our corner of the world an uncontrolled mess?
Why don't we just put all of your plans into action? We've got the numbers to do it. We can sneak soldiers in, use the secret passage, talk it out, and apply brute force all at the same time. As long as one of those approaches works, we'll win.
That's actually not a bad plan, and it didn't even come from me. Amazing! I mean, the brute force part is a little risky, but I dare say you're learning.
An intriguing idea.
But what about the hostages? If we force our way in, they're likely to be killed.
I will not permit that to happen. And while my father may be a fallen noble, he is still a noble, and not the sort of man to start butchering innocent people when the tides turn.
I pray you are right, Ferdinand. Though I believe you never know what a person is. We will proceed with this plan at once, adapting as the situations dictate. We cannot fail. Not here. Not now.
Well?
I carry a little of everything here. got an eye for quality, friend. Hope to see you again soon.
Well?
The fight starts now.
The goddess will watch over us.
I will accompany you.
Don't mind if I do.
Out of the way!
The stronghold's ours.
Out of the way!
I'm unstoppable.
You're so strong.
Well, couldn't hurt.
We'll give it a go. It's no use. We can't gain any ground. Out of the way!
This is just the beginning.
Watching you fight on gives me the bravery I need to do the same.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
We're not losing to anyone!
Let's see if this plan works.
Let's carve a swath through the battlefield.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
This place won't be a problem anymore. Still improving.
Think I would learn something from you.
But I gotta fall back.
Is that all we've got?
We did it!
Don't mind if I do. My accomplishments won't mean a thing if I'm not still standing when the battle's over.
Watching you fight on gives me the bravery I need to do the same.
Hope you're ready! I've got you now!
How unsatisfying.
Yes, this...
I have a strategy.
The fight starts now.
I'll take them all.
Yeah, we can win this.
Can't let it end like this.
I'm dragging the others down.
Well, couldn't hurt.
We can ill afford defeat here.
This isn't good. We need to muster our strength.
Out of the way! On to the next one.
To think I would learn something from you.
Hope you're ready! I've got you now! Out of the way! Yeah!
vigilant.
Greetings.
How about it?
Oh no! Welcome! Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Is that the one? Nothing but the best for you. Is that the one? Come back soon.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Another Another tool.
I always strive.
Giving less than one's...
proper training, you'll be unstoppable. Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
We are brimming with excellence.
Training can be the... Can't wait to see how you do.
I'll handle this.
Let's earn our keep. They're not taking this from us.
We must do something.
Take this!
This can't be good.
The stronghold's ours. Too easy.
To think I would learn something from you.
Hope you're ready. Retreat! Out of the way! I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
This place won't be a problem anymore. Take this!
beginning.
I truly believe you can overcome any difficulty.
That turned out well.
Let's fight as one.
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
We're done for. The rest is up to you.
I almost feel sorry for them.
Don't mind if I do. The stronghold's ours.
Out of the way! I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
You shall pay for this. You hear?
Fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
We said we'd defend this place, and we did.
A useful skill.
I think it's...
Right.
For the future that's yet to come.
Put me in there and watch our enemy.
There's no time to waste.
I will show you true nobility.
The fight starts now.
It is time.
You can rely on me.
Out of the way! Got you! Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place.
Don't mind if I do.
fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place. Hope you're ready.
You're here to help, are you not? Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
I'm dragging the others down.
Get me down.
Huh. You're pretty useful sometimes.
Knowing when to retreat is a vital strategy.
We won't lose, no matter what.
The stronghold's ours.
Out of the way! It's no use. We can't gain any ground.
We can ill afford defeat here.
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Can't fight like this. I'm bleeding all over the place. Out of the way!
On to the next one.
You are certainly competent, I will give you that.
Out of the way!
I do hope you'll make this fun for me.
Right on.
We have emerged victorious!
I won't let... Let's earn our keep.
I will defend this land.
We're at a disadvantage here, so don't get reckless.
Out of the way!
You're here to help, are you not?
This place won't be a problem anymore. On to the next one.
Huh. You're pretty useful sometimes.
We're not losing to anyone!
Don't mind if I do.
Out of the way! I've got you
Don't let it go to your head.
out of the way!
So, we are backed into a corner.
We must not suffer defeat! Not here, not now!
Take this! Hope you're ready! See ya! I've got you now! Out of the way! See ya! See ya! Hope you're ready! Out of the way! I've got you now! Take this!
That turned out well.
Let us begin our advance.
You know what they say about playing with fire.
I'm dragging the others down.
All would be lost if I were to die here.
Shall we take up position here?
We have done it!
Looks like we got a live one. Time to get in there and fight.
It is finished. Hopefully they have learned their lesson.
I won't.
This is...
I had this...
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Well, how'd it go? Any result's a good result.
Allow me to assist with any matters regarding the facilities. Let me know if I may be of further service.
Supplies are the lifeblood of any army. Everything has its use.
Hey there. Need something? Is this it? 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 See you around.
For Lady Edelgard!
The fight starts now.
We will save them. I know it. Disadvantage is nothing to fear. We will turn this around.
Advance! Out of the way!
You won't lose, no matter what.
Don't mind if I do.
Take this!
Help me! Someone! Anyone! Please find it in your heart to help me.
Hope you're ready! I've got you there!
Right on.
Out of the way! Take this!
The stronghold's ours.
Please find it in your heart to help me. Help me! Someone! Anyone!
This isn't looking so good. Lend me your strength!
Looks like you got one tough fight on your hands.
This place won't be a problem anymore.
Mission complete.
We have done it!
Take this!
This is all my fault.
Don't mind if I do.
Are you prepared?
Time to make a name for ourselves.
I beg your assistance at once!
Out of the way! I can still fight!
Right on.
Wounds are severe. I have to fall back.
We're not losing to anyone!
Retreat! Out of the way! I'm sorry. We weren't strong enough.
Enemy down.
You are certainly competent, I will give you that.
My strength is yours.
Out of the way!
What matters is that our rescue was successful.
I won't let... Hey!
What you think? I see.
The fight starts now.
I will stake everything on this battle!
Yeah, we can win this!
We've got a real fight on our hands.
The stronghold's ours. This place won't be a problem anymore. Don't mind if I do.
Lady Edelgard.
On to the next one.
You and I will forge a new path forward.
Out of the way!
The stronghold's ours. This place won't be a problem anymore.
Stepping away for a moment.
Victory is ours for the taking!
This is nothing.
Don't let it go to your head.
Too easy.
Huh. You're pretty useful sometimes.
Will you aid us?
I might be in a little trouble. I'm dragging the others down. You'll have to take things from here. Our time has finally come!
I almost feel sorry for them.
This is just the beginning.
Be glad, for Lawrence Hellman Gloucester sings your praises.
This is all my fault. So this is defeat. I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Mission accomplished.
Don't mind if I do.
Yes! Victory is ours! This is a great step for us.
I won't...
Glad I haven't been...
Right?